I'm here at Universal HQ with We Came as Romans. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Not too bad, thank you.
Yeah.
How are you coping with the schedule so far? Are you still in high spirits, full of energy, or flagging?
I mean, we've had quite an eventful touring schedule already. We were just in Russia, and we were doing a bunch of drive dates there and taking a bunch of trains, but we're still like trucking through it. We got a long day today, but I mean, we have a day off tomorrow, so we're gonna walk around London and have a good time tomorrow.
It's been just like it hasn't been really any good sleep, if that makes sense.
Not quality sleep.
Yeah, you're like shoulder to shoulder in a van for like, I think the one ride was like 13 hours or something in Russia, and there's like borders to stop in and it's freezing. But the Russia shows are great, and the shows over here with 1OK Rock have been super awesome. So, you know, it's just kind of like being sleepy comes with the territory, but at the same time, like, we're so thankful to be out here. So we're in good spirits. And
when you hear you're going to go to London, what's on the tick list? Do you think we've got to go there, we've got to do that? Because I saw in Dublin you went to the Jameson factory. So what's London? What's the thing here?
I think we always go to Parliament and go and see Big Ben.
Mm-hmm. Another thing too is we like to do a lot of shopping over here, which sounds really weird, but all the clothes and style over here are way cooler than in America for the most part. So we like to do that, and then we like to get an English breakfast, and you know what I mean, and just
like our fry-ups then?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's all good. We eat the whole thing.
Now, what about the pressure of London dates? You know, all the press and the critics watching. Do you think about that aspect with a London date, or does that not even come into your heads?
Well, we always end up doing a lot of press here because it's such a, it's almost like New York City for London, or for England, sorry. And so I mean, like, it kind of comes with it, and we kind of know that we're gonna have a great time. There's always press, and then it's always big shows. So I mean, we kind of like package that in together. So it's kind of like going to New York actually. So
yeah, I mean, we're pretty used to it too, you know. I think this is our 9th time over in Europe, and you know, once you've done it once, you just keep getting the swing of things, you know what I mean? So we're all used to it, and it's all the same. So I guess there's not really like too much pressure. Just kind of going with the motion, and then, you know, if you feel pressure, just have a drink, and you know, everything will be good.
It does the trick every time.
Yeah, you know.
Now, how nice is it to be able to play new songs on your set list? Does it just feel like, oh, at last?
yeah, we really like enjoy playing the new songs because we've been playing the old songs. Like, we must have played like To Plant a Seed like 2,000 times.
This is the first time in our career that we haven't played something off the first record ever, and it's really weird because, you know, band's been like, you know, touring consistently and playing that for, I don't know how many, like 7 years or something like that. So it's like, after doing that for so many years and then just being like, well, we're not going to play this song, we're going to play new ones. We're like, yeah, that's sick. But at the same time, it's kind of like, this is a little weird, you know what I mean? But yeah, playing new songs has been awesome. And, you know, especially playing over here and seeing the reaction we're getting from those songs, it's just been phenomenal. So yeah, it's been good. I mean, can't complain playing new material, and it just makes it better, you know, it kind of revamps everything, so it changes it up.
Is there one song that you think, damn, we made that hard for ourselves, that's actually quite hard to play live, why do we do that?
I don't know what song.
Not really. I mean, the songs that we have in the set right now are like kind of awesome. It's like really, really fun to play for us. We're playing a lot of new stuff. We're only playing like 2 old songs, not even.
2 old songs. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's really hard to explain. I guess when we first started doing it, it wasn't that it was like complicated, or it was like something that we wrote that we knew going into live, we're like, oh crap, this is gonna suck to play. It's more of just kind of like getting the motion and the whole vibe of the whole band working as a unit, like playing it live and being like, okay, like when I'm doing this, I'm going over here, he's going over there. Like if I want to do this part, I have to do this. So I think just kind of getting it down as a group and getting one fluent like motion of the song down is kind of, you know, the hardest part to playing anything new. But I don't know, as far as, you know, technical playing or, you know, Dave or Kyle's voice, I think we all have it like pretty down pat. So it's been pretty smooth actually, and haven't had any complaints. So it's been good.
Touch wood.
Yeah.
Continue. I want to talk about the first meeting with David Bendeth, or more importantly, how you felt before that first meeting, because he's kind of notorious. We all know his style when it comes to producing and his manner. Were you nervous before you knew what was going to even happen at that first meeting?
I was definitely nervous, and still was nervous all the way through. I don't think there was any time that I was like not nervous, just because like he's just so crazy.
He's a maniac.
He's a maniac.
Straight up maniac.
But I mean, like I'm really happy with the record and the way that it turned out. So maybe the craziness was like the best part about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's got a very like different way of like looking at things, and he's got all these different ways of kind of keeping you on your toes and constantly thinking. And a lot of the other records we did, the environment was a bit more like relaxed and kind of like, oh yeah, well tomorrow we'll do this, and then we'll do this, and then even the record before that we did with John Feldman, it was like in California, you know what I mean? It was like sunny, it was nice. And when we went to go do it with Bendeth, our first reaction was we heard all these stories and everything, and we get there and he's just constantly keeping you on your toes with every like meeting that we have, or anytime he talks to you, or anytime he comes around the corner, you know what I mean? And like he's just like getting in your head, you know what I mean? And you know, it's very intimidating, but his method works, you know. It makes you like, okay, how do we make this better? How are we going to do this? And it's hard work every day, and even in the environment, you know, it was like freezing, like snowing and stuff when we were recording there. So it was like this just hard like work. And I mean, he's great at what he does, and he's very intimidating, but he's an awesome dude, and he gets the job done, and we loved it. So
Was there even a moment when he was quite blunt with you with the first lot of songs that you played him? Did you think, oh, maybe let's back away from this situation, let's go to somewhere else where it's easier? Or did you think, okay, we'll listen, we'll just go with this?
yeah, I mean, we showed him the songs, and we all had written a bunch of songs like together or by ourselves. We showed him all these songs, and he was like during pre-production, and he was just like, these all suck, these are terrible, and we just all like bowed our heads. It's just like, man. But you know, the way he described it was like, if we're doing this, like we're gonna turn our back to the sun and like shoot between the eyes, you know, like. And he's very just like he gets you really motivated to want to do it, and like he basically, you know, just in general kind of like asked us if we were up to the challenge, you know, and we all looked at it like something that we wanted to figure out within our band, within ourselves, and we wanted to take the reins on it and be like, all right, yeah, like we want to do this. We don't want to back down. And you know, I think that reflects on the record as well. Just saying things that we've always wanted to say, or doing things that we always want to say, but going through that is not easy. So yeah, we accepted the challenge, did it, and made it out alive. So.
And he encouraged you all to kind of enhance your musical skills as well and take lessons and things like that. Did you even think that you needed that before he said that, or did you need that like kick up the bottom like that he gave you?
Yeah, some of us had to take lessons. Dave took some vocal lessons. Eric went back and practiced his ass off. And I mean, like, it was kind of really like, the best thing to do for the record was to like get shaken up and tell us that isn't going to fly anymore.
Yeah.
And you know what, like we came back with 10 times better material, and I mean, imagine if we didn't do that.
Yeah.
Like the record would be 10 times worse. You know, and now we're a better band as it is now, and like I feel like we have a better like go-to for writing music now. So
Do you come away from that experience thinking then, okay, Dave is our friend now, or is it never that kind of warm and fuzzy feeling with David?
no, Dave's our friend.
He's our friend.
now,
Yeah,
okay.
it's cool because like he's just, you know, I don't know, it's really weird. It's not you're in the studio, it's not like you're walking on eggshells or anything, but you kind of are at the same time, because if you suck, he's gonna know it, and he's just gonna call you out and rip you, and like you can either A, get better, or B, just get destroyed every day. And then, which, you know, none of us did, you know, we were all like, let's do this. But yeah, but then he'll come by and like crack a joke, and it's like hilarious, and we're all laughing, and we're all sitting around talking about hockey or whatever, shooting the shit. So yeah, he's a friend, he's a really good dude, he's hilarious, and yeah, it's overall a good guy to work with. So
Do you feel like that's an experience you only need to do once because you learn the tools then to do it yourself in the next process, or would you go back to him again?
I mean, at this point, you know, we just finished the record that came out a couple months ago, so I don't even think we've thought that far ahead yet. We're just kind of focusing on, you know, the record kind of is a branch and a departure from our last stuff, and we're trying to regain in new fans. So we're not really sure what the future holds because I don't think that a turning point has come yet.
Yeah.
So at this point, we're just out here on the road having fun, playing new songs and meeting new fans, and that's like where our head's at right now. But Bendeth's a great producer, and
See what happens.
yeah, we'll see what happens. So
Talking about your new direction, whenever a band evolves, you have that inevitable thing on YouTube where we like the old song, we miss that. Did you prepare yourselves, like, guys, we know this is going to happen, we got to deal with it? But
Yeah, we knew it.
yeah,
And you know what? We still kind of don't. It's not that we don't care. It's that, like, if you can't respect us for what we are as artists, then, I mean, there's probably someone else out there you can go and follow.
yeah.
it's tough because, like, we knew right when we put out The World I Used to Know, we knew the reaction it was going to like stir the pot, and that's something we wanted. We wanted, like, for kids to shake it up, you know what I mean, and get kids talking instead of, like, putting out a regular song and then kids being like, oh, okay, it's cool, and like, right after World I Used to Know, a couple months later, we put out Regenerate, and kids were like, oh, okay, this is sick too, you know what I mean? But it kind of had some, like, shock to it, and that's what we wanted. We wanted it to kind of shake things up, and I think that's important because you can't just stay, steady. You kind of gotta, like, go with the flow, and so releasing that was scary, but it turned out great, and the song's got a great reaction, so we're happy with it.
I noticed there's still a load of people on the YouTube comments, like, fighting your corner, saying, look, they're evolving, people change, so the music's going to change. So there seems to be a fair amount of your fans that are still, like, they're still great, we love the change, and that's encouraging.
Yeah, it's very encouraging because we've all talked about this, like, a million times, and it's not just with our band, it's with every artist and every person out there. It's just, like, think about doing, if, like, they're like, we like the first record, you could be like, okay, think about doing the same thing, like, 6 or 7 years in a row, over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Eventually you become trapped and you have no room to grow or expand, and, like, our band just isn't the kind of band that wants to do that. Of course you can take elements and characteristics of other, like, your old music and then apply them to what's new, which what we're good at, what we do. Like, think about if we just came out with the same record 4 times, like, I wouldn't listen to the band anymore.
And you'd hate your job.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't, like, always see that or get that, but just everyone's got a different outlook on it, so can't really do anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the good thing about this is because you've kind of tapped into so many different genres, you could tour with so many different bands now. Can you? Are there any more obscure bands that you think actually that might work now because we're doing this?
I mean, like, with this last record, I seriously feel like we could play with any band now.
Yeah.
Like, with Tracing Back Roots, maybe we could have tapped it into, like, some radio-esque bands, but with this last one, like, we definitely expand our horizons and definitely, like, kind of capitalize on, like, writing not just one kind of music, but, like, several different, like, genres of music. So, and I mean, like, we could play a lighter set for like a popular band in the UK, and we could play with Bring Me, and we could play with literally any band now.
It's cool too. I mean, prime examples right now are on tour with One OK Rock, and, like, before, if we were just, like, you know what I mean, like, playing all the heavy stuff, it's like, I don't think that they would want to bring us out. But our newest record has, like, kind of like a more mainstream, like, rock kind of vibe to it. And so, and that's kind of what they are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is a tour of a prime example where you can kind of, like, blend in, and then, we can go on tour with, I don't know, any other, like, banner of, like, a metalcore scene, or, like, August Burns Red we could go on tour with, or, like, Asking, So it's like you can really blend into anything, which is nice to do, you know what I mean? Because no matter what, you're going to be still picking up and gaining fans along the way, so.
It's all good really right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Happy days.
Happy days.
Yeah. Happy days.
And then on the 22nd you play Amsterdam. I think that's your last show on this
Yes.
run, isn't it? And then home, is it?
And we're home for the holidays.
What are the plans?
Well, I'll probably go see my family, get hammered, open up some presents, and go to bed.
I'm staying at my girlfriend's house for a couple of days, and then going to Colorado.
Nice.
Yeah, it should be fun.
I thought you said going to college there for me.
Yeah, I'm going to college.
After I see my girlfriend, I'm going back to school.
I'm going back to school. This is it.
Hi, Mom.
Big move.
Now, what's the holiday movie of choice for you guys? What's the go-to?
Star Wars. Star Wars. The new Star Wars is coming out. So
Yeah.
that's gonna be the new. That's the new one right
Festive.
there. Yeah.
I always watch Christmas Vacation.
I've never seen that one.
Really? Nah, it's really Chevy
Christmas
Chase.
Vacation is pretty good.
I know like every word to it.
Grinch is pretty good.
Home Alone, surely.
Home Alone,
Home Alone
yeah.
is pretty good.
Home Alone is funny because those two guys are, even through the first one, they'd be dead. Like after all the stuff, like an iron to the face.
Didn't they have like scientists like
No, they had doctors.
Okay.
Like they were like
a bowling ball to the face?
Yeah,
Like-
they'd be dead.
That'll do it.
No, yeah. If bowling balls falling down 6 stories and knocks you in the head, you're screwed. Yeah.
Merry Christmas to that.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I've got to wrap this up because you are in demand today, aren't you?
yeah, we are.
So have a good show. You're at the
very
Forum now instead of Shepherd's Bush, aren't you?
The last venue it's under construction now because the ceiling apparently is like caving in, and it was supposed to be tomorrow, but they just changed the venue and date till today. So
Keep you on your toes.
yeah, exactly. It's like David Bendeth, you know, it's crazy. But yeah, it should be good. It should be fun. So
Well, have a good one and have a lovely Christmas.
Thank you.
And
You too.
hopefully see you back here next year, festival season, maybe?
we'll be around here. You'll see us.
Okay, see you then. Okay, bye.